Yeah, we're overwhelmed here. This is just remarkable, but absolutely worthwhile. These two artists deserve a crowd like this, and I'm so glad that you all come from near and far to honor two such remarkable and talented artists. Wow, I was not expecting a crowd like this. Yes, this is
Hopefully
amazing.
you brought enough cheese.
How is the cheese doing there?
Maybe just one.
We can make a cheese run if we have to. We've got people. We're very gratified to have artists of this caliber here in the Jasper Cultural and Historical Center, and we're finding more and more artists of this caliber are seeking us out. And but I think right now we're at the pinnacle. This is as good a show as you will see anywhere in the southwest of Saskatchewan, and we're very proud. And I personally, I'm very happy to live with this art for the next 2 months. And I'll be very sorry to see it go. That's not saying I don't want you to buy it. Buy it. Buy as many pieces as you can afford. And if anybody wants to buy this piece and donate it back to the Jasper Center, they could do that. If you put together, they can donate $100 and maybe we'll be able to purchase it. That my grandmother grew up just off to the right there. So that scene is very important to me, but I also know it's very important to a lot of people. And that is an iconic scene in southwestern Saskatchewan, and Theresa has captured it beautifully. I wanted to make a few remarks about what joins these two artists together. And the thing that really struck me is that I'm a big believer in the universe in a grain of sand, that the more particular the detail, the more universal the appeal. And these are two artists that believe that you can find art in the back alleys, and in the neighborhoods, and in the drives down the East End, and at the dog park. And it's kind of an oxymoron maybe, but the more particular the detail, the more universal the appeal. And these are two artists that know that. They know that intuitively, and you can see it reflected on the walls. So that's an amazing thing. The other thing I wanted to say is that Maple Creek and Medicine Hat, and how many people are here from Medicine Hat? Okay, all you Maple Creekers, mind your P's and G's. But as Donnie White has often told me, Maple Creek and Medicine Hat are bound together and have been from the very beginning. We share a culture, we share a geography, the sandhills to the north, the Citrus Hills to the south, major waterways going east and south. And that's been the story. If you're here at the museum, you'll see that Medicine Hat is well represented because it's been a part of us from the very beginning. So having two artists from Medicine Hat just seems right. But that's enough of me talking. I would like to ask you to join me in welcoming Chuck Wadman and Theresa Eisenbarth to the Jasper.
Nice and warm in here. Anyway, I haven't used my teacher voice for quite a while, so I'm going to bring it up and try to get my teacher voice going. I retired 3 years ago from Middleview High School. A lot of my compatriots are here today. But if you find yourself nodding off or nauseated, you'll know that my teacher voice is working. They didn't know what they were doing. The kids said. Anyway, I want to thank David Jenkins especially and the Jasper Center and all the volunteers for providing this opportunity to be in this beautiful building. I love this building, it's so wonderful. So please, for the volunteers, for David, everyone else who's involved with Jasper Center, thank you very much. Also, I'd like to especially thank my family. Hi, Molly. I especially like Molly and Mom and Dad for coming out today from Calgary. Yeah, so family and friends and people I've worked with and everyone who showed up today. It's just absolutely great. I'd also like to thank, she couldn't be here today because she just had knee surgery 2 days ago, Dr. Deborah Forbes, who's been a real encouragement to me, as well as Linda Gordon, who is here today. There she is right there. Thanks for encouraging me. I appreciate it so much. I call my show Locale, which means a place where something happens. And surprising to me, I've driven past the turn off to Maple Creek like 1,000 times, on the way to Ontario, the place of Regina where I grew up. And I've never actually spent any time here until David invited me to come. And so, but since coming here, I've been in a parade. But I was a sign painter. That was my first career. And thank you, Molly. And so my first career was as a sign painter in Regina and Calgary and Medicine Hat. And where was I going with that? Okay, well that was my first career. But so then I was a teacher at Eagleview High School for 20 some years and now retired for 3. So anyway, I titled it Locale because something's happening here in Medicine Hat, in Maple Creek rather. It was a surprise to me, a pleasant surprise that there's a lot going on in this town. In fact, we have one art gallery in Medicine Hat. This place has 2. Yeah. Yeah. Like, there we go. And then there's the parade, of course, and all sorts of other wonderful things and the wonderful folks I've met. It's just great. It's absolutely a lovely place. So, as far as the artwork goes, there's a couple of things to note. There's a handout out by the poster that says my name and a little bit of bio and my typical it's called a self-portrait, which is the back of my head. Because all of myself, well, 4 of my self-portraits, I only have 4, is because this is where I am behind the camera, not in front of it. So that's what I thought that was appropriate. And what else? There are QR codes by some of the pieces. And there's a video. My son, Nathan right here, he's the pilot of our flying camera. I don't call it a drone because everybody goes, I'm not doing anything illegal. Yeah. So I call it flying camera. We don't take video of people at all. We take video of the landscape, and we're working on that off and on, and we're in a learning curve, and it's really fun. We're having a great time. Anyway, yeah, your phone QR code pops up in video. Okay. Also on the handout, there's a QR code for the website, my website, so you can see some more information about that. And there's the poster. What else? Oh yes, Gracie. This is my dog, Gracie. 2 seconds. Okay, so just get her up here. Can you handle this? So this is Gracie. Aww. She's not really my muse, but she gets me off of my couch. Right? She gets me off the couch, and we go out every day in the local landscape and here and about, and I take my camera equipment and we take photographs, as you can see. Right, so yeah, she's sort of an inspiration as well. Right, anyway, that's Gracie. Thanks. Yeah. And so other than that, thank you very much for all coming today, and I really appreciate you being here. It's wonderful. Thanks so much.
I just want to thank everyone for coming. There's so many familiar faces. Some faces I have not seen since like 1980s from the Medicine Hat College that showed up today. So we went to school together. So I'm super thrilled. I'm going to cry. Anyways, that's why I probably have to read mine instead of just ad-lib it. But I'm really super excited you guys are here for my exhibition, so called Between Hills and Horizons. And it's very, it's been on my list for a while, especially since I've done the Esplanade show. I kind of have about 6 places in Alberta and Saskatchewan I want to paint, so this is the 2nd place on my list. I hope that I'll get accepted for a proposal in Lethbridge that I'm crafting this month to do my next exhibit that's quite similar to this. So But you know what? Saskatchewan's very near and dear to my heart because my husband has been working part-time in Saskatchewan for the last couple of years, so going back and forth, driving, you see very many of these views when you're driving, and so they're very close to my heart, and also promoting small towns. I love the history of small towns, I love the people of small towns, I love the connection of driving through the prairies and all the familiar sights and sounds and things that you'll see. So each painting reflects not just the land, but the feeling being rooted in it, the connection between memory, geography, and the spirit of place. And I want to mention that because my mom was a landed immigrant in Canada, and they came from Holland. And so when you hear about all of these small towns and how important the CPR rail was and how everything was connected in the late 1800s, to me, I'm fascinated about that. So much that my husband and I were just watching a show yesterday from the Americas. But all the stories are the same, right? Hardworking people rooted to the land, spirit of place. So those are the things that I really enjoy painting, and I hope that this show really reflects that. You'll notice a commonality in my show is I still have the key in most of the pieces except for one. I forgot to put it in. Normally, if it sells, I'll put the key on the side of the painting because this is new for me. I normally do in just acrylics. These are done in oil, so don't stand pretty close to the pieces because a lot of them are probably still wet.
Oh, some of them are
church last night, so that one is really wet behind you. But I normally do put a key in most of my artworks, and it's been a trademark for me now. Most people do notice that I do that, and ever so much that when people have extra keys, they just drop them off in my mailbox, and nice and have now because I use so many of them in my artwork. But anyways, if you buy a piece and it doesn't have a key in it, I'll make sure. Anyways, I'm thrilled. The show is up until August 30th. Please tell your friends and family or people traveling through on when to come and see the show. I'd really appreciate it. We have a poster somewhere, I don't know where it is, but I have a contest going on till the end of August. If you take a picture of an artwork and send it to me and tell me why you love it, it's a contest for a commissioned 12 by 16 painting. Draw will be made August 30th. So again, share the word on that, and I'll be posting more of that on social media. Thank you so much to David, to Dottie. They've been wonderful in preparing for the show and so helpful on so many levels. And thank you to my husband Terry, who is so supportive and builds a lot of my cradle boards and just cheers me on. My son Ivan, my sister, my family who come today, and my friends. So thanks so much. Also, somebody else, he's not here today. I have a mentor in Calgary. His name is Doug Swinton, and he's also a really good, inspirational person for me in my life. And he really encouraged me to paint all of these in oils. He really bullied me to do it. And I'm pretty proud I did it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the show.
That's a church I go to. She must have did that here. Yeah, this is her newest painting of St. Paul's. Sorry. This is like in Maple Creek, Cowtown. This is her husband. There's the It's very loud. Where is the artist bio? Where's the artist bio? Thank you.
One of them.
Yeah.
I don't know the other one.
Thank you. This is bio.